last year. So that's a month, 1 year and more than two, almost 3 months now. And I haven't regretted it for a second. It's been a fantastic ride to be part of this from the very beginning. And it's still growing, and we're still not just at the top of the iceberg, we're at the top of the top of the iceberg. I know we've passed 10 millions. That in itself is unique, but we'll be 100 million people around the world within the next couple of years due to this amazing management we have and our products and the way this has been built. So let me talk about Crowd1. Crowd1 is a company where we don't have any products of our own. What we do is we're making money from recommending other people's products, other companies' products. You all know the company Hotels.com. If you log on to Hotels.com, you want to book a hotel room somewhere in the world, but Hotels.com, they don't own a single hotel. What they do is they have a platform. They have a web page where they are guiding people to the hotels. And then whenever they book a hotel somewhere on the planet, they get a commission from that hotel. They get paid for finding customers to the hotels. The same goes with Airbnb if you rent an apartment or anything. The same goes with Uber if you rent a car. And it goes for Trivago, Momondo, and a number of other companies. They don't own airline companies or airplanes or anything themselves. They just get paid by finding customers. Online, it's called affiliates. You're an affiliate to a company because you're generating customers to them. And this is something everybody can do. Each and every one of you can do this yourself. If you're in Denmark and you log on to this spilnu.dk, it's a Danish site, or you can take pokerstars.com, or you can take any other gambling site. If you log on to them, you will see at the bottom of the page, it says affiliates. If you click there, you will see how much money can you get if you find customers for that company. So if you find customers for pokerstars.com, you will get paid every single time they gamble. The same goes with spilnu.dk and other companies. But our force, the force of Crowd1 is, it lays in the name, we are a crowd. So instead of me finding 2, 3, maybe 5 customers a year, you might even find 10 customers in a year, we can get a certain commission. But when we go together, millions of people as a crowd, and we contact the companies and say, are you interested in a database? We are 10 million people at the moment, and we're growing. This could be a potential customer base for you. Are you interested in working with us? We will, as a company, get much better commissions than you and I could get on our own. So that's the general idea with Crowd1. We want to generate a customer base around the world so big that no company dare to say no to us. And this is what we have done. So we're building a global network. And the products we're working with are all online products. We don't have any physical products. So you're not going to sell shampoo or food supplements or any other stuff. You don't have to buy a lot of products you have at home that you have to go to the post office and send to anybody. Everything is online. And let's look at some of the products we have. Let's start with GridHub. GridHub is an educational system. Today, if you want to learn something more, you don't go back to the school anymore to start new education. More and more is being done online. I needed last year to learn something about databases. So I went online, found where I could learn it, paid some guy. And after a couple of lessons, I knew what all I needed to know about how to generate databases and store from my home pages all the data in a database. Earlier, you needed to go to school for a long time to do this. Nowadays, all of this is online. And we have access to a number of things within the educational world. And this is growing. There's more and more coming. So depending on whatever package you buy, I'll get back to the packages, but depending on what package you buy, you will get more and more education within Crowd1. Then last year we opened Afilco. Afilco is a homepage where we have affiliate within the gambling network. That means we're working together with some of the biggest gambling companies in the world, which means that whenever people are playing poker or baccarat or keno or blackjack, whatever, we are getting a commission. Just like I explained earlier, you and I could do on our own, but we're doing it as a crowd. Hence, we're getting much bigger commission. We've been doing this since November last year, so this is already generating a huge income, and we're getting more and more people within Crowd1, and we're getting more and more money from Afilco, this part. Then we started just about a month ago, Live Trends. And just as I explained in the beginning with hotels.com, Live Trends is a homepage where you can get cheaper hotels or cheaper cars rental, or cruises, and so on and so forth. That means every time somebody is booking a hotel somewhere or rent a car, as long as they do it at Live Trends through us, we get a commission. So as you can see, we're getting more and more products. And the idea is we'll have a huge library of all sorts of products, all of them online. The next one that will come is called Mixter. And this is, in my mind, this is my personal opinion, this is the best product of all of them. Because here we are talking about all these social media gaming. That means every time somebody is playing something, they have the option of paying something. These are called micro payments. Let's take a couple of examples. If you're playing Candy Crush, you can play it for free, doesn't cost anything, but at some point you'll get stuck and you have to wait until the very next day. Or you have the option, you can pay a tiny amount of money. In Europe, it's €2.50. That will open up the game right away. And these are called micro payments because people don't consider this a payment at all. It's just, it's nothing. And if you're sitting in the bus, you have half an hour before you arrive at your destination, and 5 minutes in, the game has stuck, then you just make this small payment and you can sit and have a good time playing the rest of the trip. And this is a billion-dollar industry globally, and it's growing. Just look at any children, any teenager, any young people. If you see people sitting at a cafe, they're all sitting with their noses in their mobile phone, playing somebody or chatting or whatever. This is a market. Imagine when we start getting commission of all these games, this will be huge. And the good news is we will have Mixter on November 10th this year. So in a very short time, we will have Mixter as well. And these are all things that are the global part of this. And there will be more and more in the coming months and the coming years. So we'll get more and more money. But next to all these global products, we will also have some regional products. And Africa is where we have started because we have a huge group. Out of these 10 million people, a huge chunk of this are people in Africa. Asia is also big, and actually we're a little behind in Europe in comparisons. So some of the first local products that we have is in Africa. And one of them is called Safer. Safer is a product where you can use, it's an app where on your phone where it will register whatever it is you normally do. So if you, for instance, normally get up in the morning and drive from home at 8:00 a.m., arrive at your job at 9 a.m., and go on, so you do this every day, then this app will register this. If then for some reason one day you start at 8 o'clock in the morning, drive from home, but you don't arrive at your job at 9, like you normally do, this alarm will go off, and the alarm will call and contact whomever you choose it to contact, just like your alarm system in your house. It can call your family or the police or whoever you want it to. So this is one of our products. It's an app. Another local product, just for the climate of Nigeria, is something called Tribute. And the list will be bigger over the next many months, the next coming years. We will have local products in Asia, local products in Europe, but these are the very first two. Remember, Crowd1 is a very new company. We started in January last year. So we are now 1 year and 8 months old. That's it. That's all. And in all this time, we have managed to build up to 10 million people. And the more people we are, the more products we will also get in the future. So just imagine how big this will be in 4 or 5 years from now. This will be huge, absolutely huge. So all this is online, which means that if you have your smartphone with you, you have your business with you. Wherever you go, as long as you're online, you have access to your business. It's all on your phone or your tablet or whatever you have. And all this has been generated due to, like I mentioned shortly in the beginning, this management we have. The guy who started this is called Jonas Werner. He's one of our founding fathers, and he's a Swedish guy, and he's absolutely phenomenal. And he was building this company from last year. He still is, but from January until August, September, he was the front figure. Then we got our CEO, Johan Stahl von Holstein. He's also Swedish. Actually, most of the management is Swedish. But this guy is, he's an icon in the business world. He has built up 3 businesses, 3 huge companies, all of them .com companies. So he's a visionary. What he did was what he has done 3 times before, and what he is doing with Crowd1 as well, is he can see what's going to happen in the future. Where's the market moving? What will be the next big thing? And just to give you an example, I'm an old guy. I remember the time before the internet. And when the internet came and home pages started to pop up, and all of a sudden people would start selling things online, I was one of the guys who said, that will never happen. I'm not going to buy a shirt or a pair of trousers online because I can't see if they fit. I can't feel the quality. And when I'm going to pay for them, they want me to give my credit card data online. I don't know these guys. I could be buying a T-shirt and then they're sending me a brick. I have no guarantee whatsoever. So that will never happen. Where's the world today? We're shopping everything online today. Our clothes, our toys, our food, everything is being delivered at the door. We have the delivery guy minimum 3-4 times a week delivering something here at the house. And that's not just because my wife is very good at spending money online. I'm buying stuff as well. And so are the children. Johan Stahl von Holstein was one of the first guys who built this .com. He said, this will be big. And he built a company where you can sell stuff and you can buy stuff online. And he built it so big, it went on the market, which means he was standing on the New York Stock Exchange, ringing the bell when this became public. And then he took the next company and did the same. And he took a third company and did the same. Every single time, a new vision, what's the next thing going on online, and he did it. And he's done it 3 times. If you Google him, you'll find out he's one of the richest guys in Sweden. I don't know if he's in top 3 or top 5 or top 10, but we're up there. He's one of the richest guys in Sweden, and he made all this money himself. This guy is our CEO. And to quote him, like he said, this will be the next big thing. You have done the right thing at the right time. The timing is perfect because everybody has smartphones now, and the smartphones can do all these things. And you've done the right thing the right way at the right time. And I would like to be a part of this. The fact that this guy is saying this means that we are on the right track. We're doing the right thing. And you can see one of the results from him is that we have now opened up physical offices 6 places around the world, and more are coming. So we have offices in Stockholm, we have in London, we have 2 places in Spain, we have in Johannesburg in South Africa, in Manila on the Philippines, and there will be a number of more offices around the world to support this growing organization. This is one of the things he did. So to have this guy front our business, I can't stress this hard enough. This means everything for us because he knows exactly how to build a big business. He's done it 3 times before. 3 times he's been standing on New York Stock Exchange, ringing the bell, getting a huge company on the market. And like he said, this one will be number 4. That is his vision. So to sum this up, what is it? How do Crowd1 make money? We have a huge crowd of members, and every time we buy something, a product or a service online, we get a commission, and this commission is being paid out to all of us. It's being paid back to everyone in the company. And we are actually getting most of the money. The company is keeping 20% for running cost. 80% is being paid out to all of us in the organization, either as residual income or as rewards in the Crowd1 reward system. So 80% of what's being generated, all the commission we're being paid, is being paid out to you, to me, to everybody in the company. And the company is only keeping 20% for themselves. Try and look at any other company and see if they can have 20% in running costs. If you take any other network company, Forever, Herbalife, Nu Skin, Amway, Cincino, LR, all of them, their running cost is more like 50%, and they pay out about 50% because they have a lot of products. They need to have huge warehouses with a number of people, an army of people packing these products, sending these products, and it requires a lot of people. We are in an online business, which means that all we need are a few offices and people to service us, which means that 80% can be paid out to all of us. This is absolutely amazing. This is one of the things that made me say, oh, I want to be part of this business. If they're paying out 80% to us, I want to be one of those who get these 80%. So we have something called long-term residual income. That depends on something called network levels. I'm not going into that today. And we have something called Crowd1 reward system. I will shortly mention it because the more rewards you have in the system, the more you're getting paid. And how do you get more rewards? Well, you get a certain number of the rewards that's given to you when you buy your start package. But every time you get commission, a certain percentage is also being used to give you more and more rewards. So those people who do a lot for the business, they get a lot of rewards, hence they get a bigger commission. So the payout system pays us every single month within the residual income system. This is depending on your network level, like I said. And every quarter, we get payment within the reward system. So how do you become a member of this? We have 4 different packages. And since we're a global business, we're using something called business points. Because we can't, in the beginning, we were using euros. That works well because we started in Sweden and built it up, and but now we are a global business. So now we have our own currency, so to speak, which makes it easier. You can find out the exchange rate for your currency wherever you're situated in the on the planet. But to make it simple, if you take away the zero, you have the business point value in euros, which means a white package will cost 99 euros. The black package will cost 299 euros. Gold will be about 800, and titanium 2,500 euros. But we use this business point system because then it's the same for everybody, no matter where you are in the world, whether it's Africa or Asia or Europe or one of the or whatever. Let's run through this very fast. The white package gives you an education package called bronze. That means you have access to some of these education products, which I was talking about earlier, but you have access to all the others. Whether it's within car rental, or you want to play in one of these countries that are open for this, it's all of it open. I better go back to show you. It's easier. Sorry. Live trends, no matter where you are. Grid Hub, it gives you the bigger package you buy, the more access you have. Afilgo is open in all countries, and Mixter will probably be for all of us around the world as well. So if you take the black package, you will get both a bronze education package and a silver package. If you take the gold, you get education in bronze, silver, and gold, and access to almost all the material that exists. And if you take the titanium package, you have access to all of it. Besides these education packages, we also have, sorry, there it was. Besides this Grid Hub, we also have every week, it's usually Sunday, sometimes Saturday, but we have Peter Jacobsen giving education to all of us about how to build this business. So on top of all these webinars that I'm making and all my colleagues are making, and where you can have all kind of educations, we have Peter Jacobsen who is teaching you all about the business as well. So on top of these packages, you have, like I mentioned before, a number of rewards that you are being given, which will in turn give you a higher and higher payout from all the money that comes into the business. When you want to buy this, when you want to be a part of this, you have two options to pay. You can either pay with Bitcoin or Ethereum, which are cryptocurrency, or you can make a bank transfer. These are the two we use in for official payments. There actually does exist a third option. If you're upline, or if you have enough money on your account, you can make a gift certificate, and then people pay you, and you use your gift certificate to pay for them. So that's actually a third option. But let's look at how you make money in this business. Because the first half is all the products that we have, which are paying out commissions every month and every quarter. But we also have a compensation plan, which means it will give you money if you help grow the business. This is the network marketing part of the business. If you go out and find one or two of your friends and have them sign up, and you help them find some of their friends, and they find somebody, you're building a network. You are helping the company grow. We're getting bigger and bigger, and this will give you money right away. Let's run a couple of examples to show you how it works. The system is something called a binary system. That means that you'll have people in either right-hand side, or you'll have people on your left-hand side. And let's say you started by finding this lady on your right-hand side. She bought a white package, which gives you a value of 90 business points. Then you go out the very next day and you find this guy. And he also buys a white package, which gives you a value of 90 points. Now you have 90 points in your left-hand side. You have 90 points in your right-hand side. These two are added up, which gives you a total of 180 business points. And this is the payout. And like I showed you before, take away the zero, then you have the value in euros. This means if you find somebody in your right-hand side and you find somebody on the left, both of them are buying a white package, you will get a commission of 18 euros. Now, if this lady goes out and finds, let's say, her husband, and she signs in him, he buys a white package as well, and on the left-hand side, you go out and find this lady, now you have two more people joining the business. You found one of them, and this lady you found, she found another. Doesn't matter who's finding it, whether it's you or somebody else. But in this case, you have again 90 points on your right-hand side, 90 points on your left-hand side. Again, you will get a payout of 18 euro. And let's say again, somebody finds this lady on the right-hand side and somebody finds this guy on the left-hand side. Maybe you are even sitting home watching television. You are not even taking part of this. But as you're sitting home watching television, this nice couple goes out and sign in their neighbor. And these two will find this guy. Then all of a sudden, you'll be sitting watching your television and your telephone will say, ka-ching. And it does. It really does say ka-ching, like this cash register. And you look at your telephone and you see, oh, I just got a commission of 18 euros. Now, this is how the system works. You find in people in your right-hand side and you find people in the left-hand side, and this gives you a commission. But you don't have to have it equally all the time. It doesn't have to be 1-to-1 every single time. You can have a ratio of 1-to-2. So let's go back and say you found this nice lady, and the very same second she called her husband, and both of them signed in at the same time. Now you have two people on your right-hand side and 180 points. And now you went out the very next day and found this guy, and 90 points came in on the left-hand side. This will give you a commission of 27 euro. Now you have 270 business points. Actually, you can do this on a ratio called 1-to-3. So let's say you found this woman, she found her husband, they went out and signed in the neighbor. Now you have 270 points in total on your right-hand side. And then you find the guy on your left-hand side. That's 360 business points, like 36 euros. So this will be a payout that's been paid out instantly. That means the very same second this guy joins the business and he pays with either Bitcoin or Ethereum or gift certificate, whatever, the very same second he signs in and he pays, your telephone will say ka-ching, and you will have money on your account. So this is the second part. The first part I was showing you is all the money we're making online with all the products, with all our business partners, whether it's gaming or gambling or traveling or whatever it is, that's giving us money and it's being paid out every month or every quarter. This, the second part, is the network part. This is money right away. And like I started by telling you, I've been part of this business now with Crowd1 for more than a year. And because we pay out this very same second he's paying, you will have your commission and you can ask for taking it out or make gift certificate yourself or whatever. The last 2 weeks before Christmas, people were working very hard and signing in left and right because they're getting commission right away. So they wanted to make a lot of money to buy to have a nice Christmas themselves. So it's up to you how much money you want to make and how fast you want to make them, because the payout is instant. So beside all this, the money we're getting paid from all the business partners online, the money we're getting from all the network part, there's a number of other incentives that are being put out by the company to get us to grow as much as possible. So if you do this and you do it big, you will be invited on cruises. There's a bucket list where you go racing in race cars and other stuff. So there's a lot of incentives for those who want to make this business their primary income. So to sum it up, what is your next move? Your next move is you should know why you're in this business. Sit down with yourself, spend 5, 10 minutes, find out, why am I in this business? I know why I am, because I can see this will be the biggest business, the biggest networking company ever, and this will be my pension fund. That is my why. Other people, they will be happy if they can say, oh, if I can just make a little extra money every month, this will be good enough for us. That's my why. You should sit down and find out, what are your ambitions, what is your wants. Once you have it, then you set your goals. And again, for some people, it can be, if you just want to have 500 euros extra every month, or 1,000 euro extra month every month, well, that's perfect. That's your goal. Others have goals with more zeros behind it, like 2,000, 10,000 euros every month. So set your goals and then follow whatever training it's being offered to you. All of them, Peter Jacobsen, seminars like this one, all these webinars, and follow your leaders. Talk to your upline and ask them questions. And then you make a plan. You make an action plan. How do I reach my goals? And it could be, this is just an example, it could be that your plans are, I just want to sign in one new person every month. It's not a very high goal. That means 29 to 30 days every month you're sitting on your behind watching television, and you only work one day to go out and sign in one new guy. But if that's your goal, that's perfect. In 1 year, you'll have signed in 12 people. In 2 years, you'll have signed in 24 people, which means some of those will have found somebody who have found somebody. You'll actually have a huge downline. So make an action plan. Write down what it is you want to do, and it should fit your goals and what you want to do. And then you plan how to do this. There's an English saying, those who fail to plan, they're planning to fail. And you need to do this. You need to write all these things down on a piece of paper, have it in front of you. I know one of these guys, I know, whenever he has a new goal, and his goals are big, he's taking a huge picture of this. It can be a summer house he wants to buy. It can be a new race car. He wants this brand new Mercedes or whatever. He take a picture and he print it out as big as possible and hang it on his refrigerator, which means every time he goes into a refrigerator, he's reminded, that is my goal. That is what I want. That's what I'm going for. So you write down and do it, whatever it is you want. And then you go through this time and time again. Go back. Why is it I'm doing this? What it is that I want to do, and so on. And you will get the success you want. So the company slogan is, impossible is nothing. And if you follow these seminars, if you go out and find a couple of people and help them find something, this will come true. Impossible is nothing. So now I try to make it as short as possible.